Alright, what is going on, friends? It's Colin, and I shot a moto vlog yesterday while we were riding the Kankamagus Highway here in beautiful New Hampshire, and I had the GoPro set to normal view, or medium, not wide, so I don't know if the video on that would have turned out very well, and I have no way of finding out until I get home tomorrow night. So I'm going to talk as though that video did not work out. Or whatever. Anyway. I am out here with Sean, Snoop 603. 603 Bass, runs a bass fishing channel now on YouTube. Used to be part of the Shoosty Bang channel. And behind me I have Rebel Forged, who also does moto vlogs, and I have aka Tim. I think we're all grown-ass men enough that we can just use our real names. And then back there is also Jeff. And anyway, if yesterday's video did work out, then I might be repeating myself a little bit. But yeah, we all met online playing video games and whatnot, and met up in person for the first time last year. Had a great time, so we're doing it all again. Tim and I met up on Friday morning at 8 a.m. in Fredericton. He drove from Moncton, and we just iron-assed it down here to New Hampshire, which is like 700 kilometers or so, and Tim would have had closer to 900, so, or maybe I got that wrong. I forget. But anyway, yesterday we were out riding for, we were on the bikes for like 7 hours, doing some riding on the Kank, and we also hit up Hill Farmstead, I think, which is a craft brewery. So Sean is a connoisseur of craft beers. Really wanted to check that place out. And it was, I'm not drinking beer at this point, so I didn't try their beer. He said it was really good. The wait time was quite substantial. But hey, we made it. And yesterday the weather was supposed to be bad. You know, showers here and there. We got hit with a couple of raindrops, but you know, we planned our riding and our rest times and all that according to weather radar, and man, we wound up having a really good day. It was cool. We did not get wet. We stopped at one point to put our rain gear on, but that turned out to just be a precautionary measure more than anything. So yeah, it's been really great. We're just getting out for some scenic riding in the White Mountains today. Probably ride for 4 or 5 hours. We've only been out for like half an hour. We took our time this morning. You know, nobody's real interested in getting up super early, so we just kind of sleep in, wake up naturally, get coffee, get breakfast, chill, shoot the shit. These are good guys. Good guys that I wouldn't have met if not for the internet, YouTube, playing video games. So there is that, and that's kind of the upside. In the video that may or may not work out, from that I filmed yesterday that I would upload on Wednesday, you know, I did talk about some of the downfalls of the internet and how the world is a better and safer place than ever, but folks on the internet are at each other's throats all the time, and we don't meet in the middle and talk anymore, and that's a shame. I'm not going to harp on that too much. But yeah, we were able to kind of talk about a bunch of different issues over dinner last night. We ate at Horse Feathers in North Conway, New Hampshire. Great place. We were starving because we'd been out riding all day and eating nothing but light snacks. So I had a burger and some nachos, and it's probably because I was super hungry, but it was one of the best burgers and some of the best nachos I've ever had. And loved it. love riding out in these here hills. It's fantastic. So yeah, we're gonna have an easygoing night, get some rest, because Tim and I have a long ride ahead of us tomorrow. When riding from Moncton to Fredericton is basically just your warm-up. That's, you know, it's a long day, and we don't have gold wings or, you know, long distance touring bikes. Tim's got a Victory, you know, cool bike. He's got like the Abe hangers and stuff, so it's got a cool look. He likes having his arms up high, but over the run of like a 9-hour, 10-hour, 11-hour day of riding, it can get a little tiring on the back, which I can appreciate. I'm rocking no windshield today. Yesterday I did have the shield on, and you know, for the long distance trips I keep that on, because just bombing down the highway at 75 miles an hour, 120 kilometers an hour, that gets fatiguing with no windshield, I find. Even without a backrest, man, you're exposed. So I do really enjoy having that windscreen, despite the fact that I don't like the look of it. I don't like the look of it from my perspective, the rider looking out. But it's kind of a necessary evil sometimes. And because it was threatening rain yesterday, I left it on. Riding in the rain without a windscreen kind of sucks pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that over there. It's pretty cool spots through here, I gotta say. A lot of traffic though. You get caught behind somebody who doesn't want to do the speed limit because they're looking at all the scenery. It could slow you down a bit, but man, damn, this pavement's good. I rode this route earlier this summer as well, when this pavement was brand new. It was so smooth, it actually looked like it was out of a video game with like really, really shitty graphics, so that like detail was not rendered. It was just flat black, and you could see the lines on it, and that was it. There wasn't an imperfection to be found. It's still in awesome shape. But yeah, this weekend's been really good. I miss my family, but getting out of town after you know, it was a pretty intense week in Fredericton. Sad week for all involved. Obviously, the families of all the victims. You know, I can't even begin to put myself in their shoes, and I hope I never have to. But you know, kind of getting away from that bustle and just hanging out for a weekend has been good for the head. You know, pretty much as long as you get to your destination in one piece with all your shit, it's tough to have a bad day on a motorcycle. The weather today is absolutely gorgeous. So, hell yeah. Probably going to stop talking for now because we're through the Crawford Notch, and we're going to resume the action. We're going to come back down through the Franconia Notch, and then we're going to plan our day of riding the rest of the day from there. It's about 1:15 p.m. Again, we took our time. Jeff and I went and got a delicious breakfast. The other guys weren't feeling much like breakfast. They hung out. We have rented an apartment right in downtown North Conway through Airbnb, and it's got like 3 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms and a loft, a couple of bathrooms. That's kind of the best setup for a group like us, and we're within walking distance, like real close walking distance, to a number of different good restaurants, some that we've tried, some that we may try, convenience store, all of that. So the traffic in around North Conway is a bit of a pain in the ass. It's a, you know, heavy tourist destination, vacation spot, if you will. But it's nothing like it was when we were here in the fall, when the leaves were changing. And tourists just flock to this part of the world to see all the different, you know, colors. Obviously, it's beautiful and green right now. And in the fall, I'm sure many of you live in places where the seasons change, but a lot of folks will drive up here from the south where they don't have the changing of the seasons, where the leaves turn red and yellow and orange and gold and all that kind of stuff. I guess I probably kind of already said gold. It's gorgeous, and traffic-wise, it's a nightmare. I actually lived in Maine for 3 years back around the turn of the century. Feels funny to say, but yeah, from like 2000 to 2003, I lived in Maine, and yeah, fall, it was, they call them the leaf peepers, which is kind of a stupid sounding name, but yeah, when they're out driving around, for whatever reason, that scenery makes the IQs of the drivers plummet, and it's just a traffic nightmare. Because people aren't paying attention to what they're doing, they're paying attention to the scenery. But here I am on a nice chilling motorcycle ride, complaining about problems that I don't actually have. Typical, eh? Typical first world unappreciative bullshit. So yeah, Sean's got the same model of bike as that I'm riding. It's a Heritage Softail. It's he borrowed it from his dad. It's the 100th anniversary edition, so I think that makes his an 03, and mine is an 06. And he's had the floorboard swapped out for pegs. So when we were going through the twisties yesterday, I was judging whether or not I'd be able to lean through it based on whether Sean could lean through it. And that turned out to be a mistake. So my floorboards touched down a little bit before his pegs, as it turns out. And that's something I try and avoid. I try and stay within the limits of the bike with when it comes to lean angle and cornering. So I don't like touching down. So yeah, we're heading to the 93 to come down through Franconia Notch. Oh, frig it. I'm just going to keep rolling. We got lots of gas. No place to be. If I have to edit, so be it. Otherwise, you guys might get a long-form video. I got to tell you, the upgrade of my internet connection at home has been a damn game changer with respect to what I'm able to do. Loving it. Say hi. Say hi! Yeah. I don't think he can hear me. He's got earplugs in.
What did you say?
I said, say hi! I'm rolling!
Oh, hey!
I said, say hi. He's like, yeah. But yeah, he's riding with earplugs in. He can't hear a damn thing I'm saying to him unless I scream. Boop! Come on, baby. Here we go. So yeah, we've kind of figured out that this is the ideal formation for us. We got Sean leading. He knows the roads. I'm getting to know them pretty well at this point. This is my third time here in 2 years. But he's the local. He's from New Hampshire here. And I'm riding in the right-hand lane. And at home, that's dangerous-ish. Because in the right tire track on a lot of our side roads, the road's okay from the center line till about midway, the midway point of the lane. And then you see an awful lot like it's broken up and then just falling off at the shoulder. On a lot of the routes we like to ride. So single file is sometimes absolutely necessary for safety purposes. It's difficult to find a line that's comfortable in the right lanes, comfortable and safe. So yeah, so far on the trip I've got like 665 miles logged. That is, we're pushing, I guess, 1,100 kilometers, which is pretty good. It's been one of my better seasons for riding. You know, with a family and all that, it's kind of tough to get out. And like these long trips, like I'm taking 2 this year, and usually it's just the one trip. I guess I did 2 trips last year too, so I'm just sitting here lying, really, full of shit. At least I'm real-time fact-checking myself and admitting it. Tim's also filming, so he's not just being a show-off. All right, into some curvier roads. I think we just spent 3 minutes driving straight. That's the longest straight stretch of riding I've done in a couple of days, it feels like. I shouldn't say that. We did a little bit of time on the highway yesterday just to bomb it home at the end of the day because we were tired. And I think that's the play for tomorrow, is we'll get to the 95, Tim and myself, in a way that is a balance between the fastest and the least convoluted. Well, we did discover last year and even last night that Google Maps will take you on some back roads of questionable integrity in order to put you on the fastest route. But it all worked out. We got where we needed to be. I don't have a mount for my phone though, so I have to make sure that the instructions are easy to remember. Otherwise, I have to keep stopping and checking. My dream bike, the Road Glide, has a nav system in the fairing. But that bike is a long ways out for me because it's not a good financial decision given where I want to go with my career. So yeah, hopefully I get to the point making a decent living in music that I can afford to treat myself to that motorcycle. Or if music doesn't work out and I have to go back to a 9 to 5 to feed my family, maybe that'll be the consolation prize. I don't know. Just look at it, different ways to motivate myself. But obviously the best way to look at it is, yeah, dude, you're going to do all right with the music thing, and eventually you'll be able to make a bike payment with it. Just be patient. So let's just keep that positive vibe out there in the air. Thinking that way. We're now getting here to the point where we're going to descend down through Franconia Notch. Per that sign, the Franconia Notch Parkway is real close. And it's pretty cool, and I think we're going to stop off at a little rest stop. Scenic area. Something or other. I forget what they called it. I just follow the leader, man. I am not the resistance this weekend. Also, Sean, who knows the roads around here, has not demonstrated any questionable leadership whatsoever. Good on him for that. I'm just taking it in, guys. Really enjoying the ride. Might find some music to fade in, fade out. make it my own music, my own published music. I found a little demonetization hack. So my published material, music, that is all covered by sync licensing on YouTube. So I can't, and it's a matter of principle, because my videos get about 100 views, which is like 10 cents sort of thing. I don't even know what the model looks like anymore, to be honest. I haven't looked at it in years. But basically, though, if I put my music on one of my videos, then sync licensing picks up on it, and I get the revenue anyway. So kiss my ass, Google. I know that saying that would get me demonetized, but I'm already demonetized, so... Oh, fuck. I gotta stop talking and just look around. This is really nice. So cool. And the White Mountains here are not even that big. I'd love to get out west and ride in the Rockies. It's a bit of a logistical problem for me. But maybe one day. Oh yeah, this is awesome. And I know sometimes I overuse the word awesome, but this is awesome. It's fucking awesome, actually. And yeah, honestly, I've kind of done a nice mental, intellectual palate cleansing this weekend. You know, I'm good. Don't have a whole lot to talk about. So if you guys have any ideas of things you want me to talk about in upcoming moto vlogs, let me know. You know, the ride kind of just gives me time to get out and think, and I can talk and whatever. I'll weigh in on anything you guys want me to talk about. No, I won't. There's some things I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole. But many things I would be willing to talk about. But I think for now, I'm just going to let the scenery roll by, folks. If there winds up being more video footage, I'll stick some music. Solo music, art of the possible, I don't know. Find something that'll only get me flagged for copyright for using my own stuff, because that's how I roll. Or maybe I'll ask my buddy Peter if I can throw something of his on there, something a little bit more majestic to fit with this scenery. This may be Wednesday's video, this may be Friday's video. Time will tell, folks. But you will already have figured that out by the time we get to this point in the video. And if you've made it to this point in the video, I'd want to thank you for your continued support. If, by some chance, you came across this video and you're not subscribed to the channel and you like what I'm doing, I encourage you to go check out a couple of other videos, see if you dig it, because it is what it is, and subscribe. Hell, you can even turn on the notifications if you want to. It's an option. If you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up too. If you didn't like it, you can give it a thumbs down. And as always, I appreciate a comment. And unlike those other YouTube channels that are inconvenienced with hundreds of thousands and even millions of subscribers, I still respond to all my comments, folks. Because this is grassroots. Back to basics. And now I'm just talking shit. So vocally, verbally, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to stop talking now and enjoy the ride. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on Friday or Monday or whatever. New videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, except when I'm on vacation. So, whatever day this went up, the next of those in the rotation will be the next time we're talking. Cheers, guys. We'll talk soon.